My name is Mark Fratto, and I'm the voice of the Washington Commanders at FedEx Field. You're listening to the Command This podcast with Steve, Dev, and Phil.
All right. How's everybody doing tonight? It's time for episode 386 of Command This. I'm Phil. That's Dev. Steve will not be with us tonight as a last second change, hence why we started a little later than we normally do past our supposed start time. Dev, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. Watching some Monday Night Football. Talked to one of my best buddies in the world, Phil, who hates Paul Rudd, but he's still cool with me.
Paul Rudd, and apparently I'm stirring up trouble online because I said I don't like pumpkin pie either.
I like pumpkin pie. I like sweet potato pie. It's kind of close on those two, but I like it. I like pecan. Pecan pie is my favorite Thanksgiving. I think we did one of those podcasts, right?
We did. I think we did one for like Thanksgiving meals. Yeah, and I was like, y'all got to take that pumpkin pie. I swear. Yeah. Every time I talk about pumpkin pie, I think of that Bernie Mac bit.
From Guess Who or whatever.
Nah. From Def Comedy Jam, where he says, "I'm up there. I'm hanging out at the bar. I'm cool, you know." Bitch comes up to me and says, "You know, pussy tastes like pumpkin pie."
I can hear him say that. I do remember that joke though.
He says, "You try to ask me no foolishness like that."
Of course, I like.
You never had no pumpkin pie. Anyway. You don't even understand.
Yeah, I understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
I do remember
3 minutes into the podcast, I'm already going to get us demonetized.
Yeah.
But that's how
Rest in peace, Bernie.
Rest in peace, Bernie, one of my favorite comedians of all time.
Yeah.
Anyway, damn, I already got this thing up there saying, didn't even say welcome to Command This. I was already skipping to the news. So, while Dev's watching Monday Night Football on a Thursday night,
yeah, Thursday Night
Football. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into this upcoming game against the Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. Still feels a little odd saying that. I want to say San Diego. Still, I'm starting to get used to the Los Angeles thing, but. Name changes take a little bit of time to get used to. Isn't that right, Commanders fans?
That's correct, Mundo.
But nonetheless, we're going to get into some of the news and notes coming up, talk about a couple of different things. It feels like an early make or break game. Like there's definitely like as our drunken idiot of an ex-head coach Jay Gruden said, code red game. It feels like this game is becoming that. It's one of the least meaningful games on the schedule because it's not a divisional foe. It's not even a conference foe. It's somebody in the AFC West. It feels like we really need to get right in this game. Dev, would you agree?
Absolutely. And I think their strength is ball control offense and really good defense. They got a lot of injuries to that offensive line. I think 3, maybe 2 definitely is not playing. That both all pro tackles, but I think there's a third one that's maybe not playing. So it's definitely a time for us to get right on sacks and get to the quarterback. Maybe even blitz a little bit this game because we have a quarterback now that you let Penix chew our asses up, man. This quarterback here can make all of them throws. That throw that Mikey Sanders still picked off will be a complete pass if Herbert throws it. He makes that.
Herbert's definitely
one of the best passing, one of the best balls, Pauls, that you'll see. It's like Jeff George and what's his face, Cutler. You remember they had them crazy ass arms, could throw every pass in tight windows and everything, but it was just they didn't have the vision as on the Mac would say. But this guy has the vision, like a line between two dots. Wheezy.
Yeah, we got, and the thing is that we've got a quarterback with that kind of arm too. The thing is that Herbert has that those guys didn't. Is that Herbert's got
receivers also,
receivers, and he's got accuracy.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert is definitely,
and he has athleticism. So
yeah, I mean, those guys are just cannons out the pocket. Herbert can't move, although Herbert is much more of a traditional pocket passer than a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL right now. I mean, he's only got 93 yards rushing, but he's got 93 yards rushing on 19 carries. He's got more rushes than Najee Harris has this season, who is now gone. But we'll get to that in a second. First of all, we're going to talk about this, the injury report, because that just came out and about 5:00 today. And for Washington, let me see if I can get this shared up here. I'm using a different injury report than Steve usually does.
I just said,
forgive me for my amateur production skills here, but again,
don't actually put up your Pornhub list or nothing,
I'm smarter than that.
Plump rumps to show up.
I do not do that on my computer. Thank you. I'm smarter than that.
Plump rumps.
That's what the phone's for. Anyway, our injury report right now. See if I can get this zoomed in for everybody. This week, this is for this week. Noah Brown did not practice. Mikey Samerstill did not practice. Terry McLaurin did not practice. Debo did not practice. Sam Cosmi was a full participant.
He won't play though. He's not making the trip. Yeah.
Brown and McLaurin are out. Now, Cosmi we expected because Cosmi's in that 21-day return window. But the fact that he's a full participant in practice already, he'll be back probably week 6. Which is, given the injury he had, minor miracle, but I think that kind of speaks to the kind of work ethic.
The way Wiley has been playing guard, man, I wouldn't rush him back either. Honestly, he's been playing pretty good.
It's an upgrade. It's a clear upgrade.
Chris Paul is a clear upgrade. Chris Paul and Wiley's been playing. The interior offensive line of ours has been playing, man, and Tunzel. It's just the right tackle's kind of shaky because he's a rookie. But I think he'll be all right. I saw a lot of improvement last week. So,
absolutely. And honestly, he's played better than I think a lot of the supposed stats.
Oh, yeah. He had the Giants' full out blitz every play. Then he had Cosby on one, and then he had your boy Parsons on the other week. Yeah. So that's a murderous row of pass rushing he went through trial by fire the first 3 games.
Certainly. Now,
Steven.
Let's look at
Stephen A. Lim is in the chat.
Yeah, Steve's in the chat.
Told you where to put the injury report.
Here's the info. Steve, you threw it all out there, and I had it all pulled up on other sites before we started. That's why we started late. But I appreciate you trying to help a brother out. But nonetheless, the big one, of course, is Terry's not going to be here. But who's a full participant and is going to go? Jayden Daniels.
Jayden Esquire. Jayden's Japanese, right? Jayden Lim. Jayden Lim. What's the name? Danielson.
Now, here's one that popped up that's concerning. Of course, Debo did not practice due to a heel injury. He's questionable.
That's a
now, might be out 3 wide receivers going into this game if Debo don't get better. Mikey Samerstill did not practice, knee injury. I mean, he has not played well this year. He's definitely been hit with the sophomore slump, but the options are kind of thin. Nobody except for Trey Amos has really been playing well at corner this season. So I kind of would rather have him there than not. Another one to keep an eye on. Percy Butler, limited due to a hip injury. Ali Kao I like how not a big impact player on the field. Great in special teams, though. He had a concussion. He didn't practice yesterday. He was limited today. Deron Payne wasn't on any injury list till today with a knee injury. He was limited. So I'm hoping that's just something minor they tweaked, and that's why they took a precaution. We'll see. Dorrance Armstrong didn't practice on Wednesday due to an illness, but he's full today. John Bates is full go yesterday and today, so he should be good to go. Nick Ballore, quad injury, didn't practice yesterday, but he's a full participant today. Colson Yankoff had an ankle injury, nothing yesterday, but he was a full participant in practice today. So I think he was just dealing with a little soreness or something. Jayden, full participant past 2 days. I think he's good to go. But, there's some names on that list you don't want showing up on that list, especially with possibly 3 wide receivers. Noah Brown thinks
all 3 starting receivers are out.
I think Noah Brown's going to be gone for a while, though. I have that feeling. But we'll see. Terry, I think, is week to week. The quad injury is interesting because they haven't really listed what the quad injury is. And I do think he's got like a nasty, from what I understand, or what someone kind of put out there, sounds like it's a hematoma because it doesn't require surgery, but may require blood draining. So we'll see. Moving on to the Chargers side of things, we are going to let's go to the Chargers injury report. Put this down here and let's see if I can expand this. So, Keenan Allen getting that veteran rest on Wednesday. He was full participant today. Joe Alt is out. That's huge. Because Joe Alt, great tackle for them, all pro, or at least he's a pro bowler. Mekhi Becton, concussion limited. That's one to keep an eye on because Mekhi Becton's a big part of their offensive line too. Protect in our pass rush. If your offensive line is weakened, can take advantage. We saw that against the Raiders, that they were getting home a lot. And we've shown an ability to get to the quarterback generally pretty well, except for last week. We've got multiple sacks in every other game this season. Other ones, Darius Davis did not practice today for them. Andre James is a full participant, but he's got a neck injury. Derwin James is limited with a glute injury. Tareep Still, limited ankle injury. Tucker Fisk and Will Dissly, their tight ends, or 2 of their tight ends, limited with a knee and a toe injury. So there are some injuries over there on the Chargers side, the big one being, of course, Joe Walt and maybe Mekhi Becton as well. So
Will Dissly's a big one.
Do what?
Derwin James is a big one.
Derwin James is a big one, although I haven't heard I've heard he's questionable.
Hurt his buttocks.
But yeah, glute injury. You got injury in the ass, brother. In the ass.
In the ass or on the ass, bro? That's kind of however you say that's the way.
He is an opponent, therefore I'm going to make it sound as bad as possible.
In the ass it is.
In the ass it is. Now, that's your injury report. Now, looking forward, I know we're going to talk about matchups and all that, but I do want to touch base on who these Chargers are, because obviously they are 3-1. We're 2-2, and they're top of the AFC West right now. They are ahead of the Chiefs. Chiefs are struggling, and if I could get this screen to show up, there we go. Thank you. Let's talk some stats.
Let's talk them.
Justin Herbert lighting the world on fire. And if I could get this thing to expand the way I want, there we go. Justin Herbert, 64% completion percentage, over 1,000 yards passing, 7 touchdowns. This is all in 4 games.
He was shooting like 80% to the last 2 games. They got a pretty rough last 2 games.
Yeah, he's averaging 265.8 yards per game,
but the reason
92.2% quarterback rating with an 81.6 QBR.
but the
He
last
has been sacked 12 times.
last 2 games he's been pretty like average because he's missing both starting tackles and probably a guard, and a running back, because you got to think Najee was starting and he's out for the year.
Well, Najee's out. Najee's out after only 15 carries, but Omarion Hampton is a guy
He's only getting like 12 carries a game.
Well, I think part of that is because Justin Herbert's winging it around, but Hampton averaging 13.5 carries, 67.5 yards per game.
I think they're a run team, bro.
They should be a run team.
Yeah, I think they've been a run team the whole year so far. They've been. I've actually watched all their games, but
they've ran the ball 92 times. That includes all of Herbert's stuff. Whereas they've thrown the ball, or they've had 161 pass plays. So, but nonetheless, they got a very, very good core wide receivers. I mean, Keenan Allen's leading them in receptions. Why is all right?
I wanted Keenan Allen, by the way.
Pro Football Reference is having a seizure on me here. Keenan Allen, 24 catches, 231 yards, 3 touchdowns this season. He's averaging less than 10 yards a catch. He is still he's Art Monk.
Well,
he's
he's
a big body possession receiver.
But also, you got to think about this. That they got other weapons that stretch the field.
No, they do, and that's like I said. That's why I kind of made the reference to Art Monk. He's an older guy. He's steady. He is,
and we gotta have. We're possibly playing without Butler. Obviously, not Butler and our other starting tight safety they got for the year. Probably ain't playing. Sanders still may not play. Jones, is he playing? Is he back? Or is he going IR? Yeah, the other corner we got from Cincinnati or where Detroit.
No, he's still. I think he's right. He's still injured.
So that's three. That's 3 defensive backs on our team that generally get starting snaps. Gone. And then you talk about, I think the Sanders still may not play. That'd be 4. 4 of our 5 starting defensive backs will not be playing. Possibly.
Yeah, Jones is on injury reserve. He won't be back. He's on the 4-game injured reserve.
Yeah, I thought I seen somewhere he's starting to practicing and stuff. But
I mean, he's doing like solo workouts on the side. But anyway, Omarion Hampton, still solid running back. I don't worry because he's not a Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson's the only running back who's gone off on us.
Shit, we don't know because he barely carries the ball.
Well, even then, 13 rushes out of 23 per game. He is their primary back.
Now he is.
And he's a straight ahead runner. I like Omarion Hampton. He was one of the guys that during the draft, I said if we go offense early, if we want to take a running back to replace Brian Robinson, I like Hampton. I like Ashton Janty, but I knew there was no chance of that. Yeah. But I like Omarion Hampton. I think he's going to be a good back in the NFL. Anyway, Quentin Johnson is their deeper threat. 22 catches this season, 337 yards, 15.3 per catch, and 4 touchdowns. Half of his receptions have gone for first downs. And also Keenan Allen, another one. We'll talk about steady. 15 out of 24 of his receptions have been for first downs. That's an impressive rate. Ladd McConkey, who I thought was going to take step into that second receiver role till they signed Keenan Allen back, doing a great job as a third receiver. 16 catches, 174 yards. Still no touchdowns. You're killing me in fantasy. That's why I keep you on the bench, Ladd. But I have a feeling he's might get off on us. That's the one I'm worried about. Really? Is Ladd McConkey, to be honest with you. Just because you can focus on Quentin, you can focus on Keenan. Who's covering Ladd McConkey? And I do think we got one of the things I wish we would do more is man up guys and try to take advantage of matchups instead of always trying to say, all of our corners are talented. They can guard whoever. Well, obviously not.
Yeah.
Ladd McConkey is a big dude.
Ladd McConkey's like White McLaurin.
Ladd McConkey is a big dude. He's like 6'4". He's a tall dude.
That same stats as Terry.
Yeah, well, not this year. Terry's not doing so well this year.
Yeah.
We'll get into all that. Terry hasn't played in a game and a half. So
may play. No, I doubt he play. He's not gonna play. Right
now, tight ends aren't really a big factor in this offense. Of course, their biggest playmaker at tight end is Aronde Gaston II, who has 7 catches for 62 yards. So I don't think we have to worry about another case of tight ends going off on us. The tight ends, who have gone off on us have been, guys who are, big time pass catchers in their offense. Gadsden just hasn't been that guy so far this year. Tyler Conklin, 3 catches, 53 yards. Trey Harris, should say 3 catches, 45 yards. Will Disley, 2 catches for 25. Tucker Fisk has no catches. So as far as tight ends go, I'm not particularly worried about the tight ends. It is that big 3 at wide receiver, Johnson, Allen, McConkey. Those are the ones that I'm worried about. Defensively, kind of go down here a little bit. Return game, not particularly impressive. I mean, Hampton has 1 return for 30 yards. Their primary guy is Hassan Haskins, who's averaging 23.5 kick return. And in punt returns, I mean, Darius Davis has got 347, but Tarheeb Steele is actually their primary guy. So, I'm as far as that goes. I mean, I got Cameron Dicker, the kicker, who is 8 for 8 this season on field goals, 8 for 8 on extra points. He's automatic.
I wish we had him and Gay on the same team.
Dicker Gay.
Gay Dicker.
Gay Dicker. J.K. Scott, their punters, good one. Averaging 50.5 yards a punt. So that's going to play a lot into the field position game. Now, looking at their defense, leading tackler is Derwin James, of course, 34 tackles, 22 solo. He's on the injury report.
Yeah,
that is going to be a big one. He also has 1.5 sacks from the safety position and 2 passes defense. Drape Still is another one at corner. Who he's on the injured list. He's a starter as well. But they also got Dalvin Henley, who's a talented linebacker. Troy Dye is pretty good himself, but Dye isn't a playmaker. He's a guy who comes in and finishes up plays.
They're gonna be missing Khalid. Can't think of his name. Miller.
Drape Still.
No, the defensive end they had Miller. Khalil Mack. I'm sorry.
Khalil Mack, yeah.
I don't know if Miller, Khalil Miller. Yeah, Khalil Mack. They're going to be missing Khalil Mack, bro.
Yeah, Khalil Mack's out.
Yeah.
Now
it's center in the league.
Tuli Tuipulotu is their leading guy in terms of pass rusher. He has 4 sacks this season in 4 games, which is a solid clip. So I imagine they'll be lining him up, going from the outside. Dalvin Henley. I cannot talk today. Has 2 sacks as well. Again, probably by far their best overall linebacker. So their defense plays good team defense. They have a whole 3 picks on the season so far, but there's no individual standouts. You have one guy here, one guy there, but it's not like they have this murderer's row of talent on defense. Now they, interestingly enough, have been winning games, averaging 22 points a game, but only allowing 17.8. Very bend but don't break. They don't allow a lot of points, but they also aren't scoring at a high clip either. And that's something that they've also been playing some relatively light offenses so far. The Chiefs are not the Chiefs, and if PFR would stop having a seizure on me, but they beat the Chiefs 27-21. Chiefs aren't the Chiefs this year. They beat the Raiders
last week. They start getting some weapons back.
They beat the but the Chiefs haven't been the Chiefs this year thus far. Beat the Raiders 20-9. Beat the Broncos 23-20. Beat the Giants already lost to the Giants, I should
Lost to
say,
Giants, yeah.
18-21.
Yeah.
In the game.
By the way, again, it's a game that they was getting blown out by the Giants at one point though. But the way that game kind of goes though, the Giants are a crazy blitz team, and you play against a team that's missing 3 starting linemen. You know, it's almost a recipe for disaster for the Chargers. We don't blitz.
I think you're going to see us blitz. We blitzed against the Raiders because their line was weak, and you know there was definitely some success there. You know, their red zone offense is 29th in the league, but their red zone defense is second. They're not good at stopping the fourth down conversion. They've allowed 5 of 8 attempts on fourth down, which is 62.5%. That's 20th in the league. As far as third down offense, they are 5th in the league in third down conversion offense, and 17th as far as third downs allowed, conversions allowed. Now, also, one other thing I want to look at is their total overall stats. So, offense, 20th in points scored, 8th in yards. So, again, their conversions in the red zone, you can see that there. Getting a lot of yards, not a lot of points.
Not a lot.
However, 4th in points allowed and 3rd in yards allowed. They have the 5th best pass defense in the league. They have the 16th best run defense in the league. They had the 5th best passing offense in the league, 21st against the run. So I think that this is going to be a game where they're going to try to throw the ball on us, and we got to try to run the ball on them because they are allowing more rushing yards than they have obtained. And, you know, and I think that if we can maybe give them a steady dose of Bill with some other backs involved, but I really want to see Bill break out this game. I want to see him get those yards. So we're going to talk about that right now, actually.
I think our guy, Daniels runs all over him.
That may be true, and that's definitely going to help. But let's talk about matchups to watch. Dev, in your opinion, let's actually get to some comments while you think about it. Come up with this here. He says, "What up, Steve? Steve's not here today. Marcus. Issues are defensive technique, communication has to be fixed, and these are things you can fix, thankfully." All right, Steve has his prediction in. I'm going to wait on that. Marcus giving predictions as well. We'll get to that in a minute. Troy, how you doing?
What up, Troy?
Now, Dev, what matchup are you looking forward to on this game? What is your matchup to watch?
Our infirmary of defensive backs versus their receivers. I'm looking for that. I'm also looking for our defensive line versus their offensive line. I think that's the matchups that they got matchups against our weakness, and we got matchups against their weakness.
True, and these are two teams that have glaring strengths and weaknesses, right? So yeah, those are definitely two. I'm also interested to see if Daniels is more of the quarterback we saw against Green Bay, where they're scared to use his legs or scared to get him out in on the edges, and they just drop back fucking 30 times or hand it off. I'm interested to see if they are aggressive with Jayden Daniels or if he's aggressive. Now, I think that definitely. I think I don't know. It depends on how Jayden practices this week.
Says full go.
Says if we win, it's because defense steps up, and you're jumping ahead on us here because we do have that Commanders win if defense steps up and Jayden is back this week. And correct, yes, he is. He is a go. He's practicing with the knee sleeve on.
Speaking of Jayden, they got a Chunky's soup commercial with him and his mom. They're playing it right now.
I mean, I had that in the group chat too. We'll say that for Monday when Steve's here. So Marcus Eland's with you on that. He's looking for Javon Kinlaw and Deron Payne matched up with their line. I would actually even throw Dorrance Armstrong in there because Joe Alt's out. Their tackle is out. The man who protects Justin Herbert is out. I would be
both of them, Slater and Alt, gone for the year.
Yeah. Alt's not going for the year. Slater is.
I thought Alt's an IR also. I thought he had IR.
if Mekhi Becton is out for this game, the pressure in the middle has got to be there too. Because Becton
Louisville, by the way,
handled our interior line in the NFC Championship game with when he was with the Eagles. So Louisville got it. Now my matchup to watch is our run game versus their run defense. We might be down our top 3 receivers. You're going to have to lean on the run. And this is we need to be a running team just because we've kind of built an identity on that. Our offensive line is in good shape. You know, they're doing a pretty good job protecting. So what I'm looking for is our run game versus their run defense versus their front seven. It's the lineman and whoever's running the ball. Like I said, I'd love to see Bill get 15, 18, 20 carries. I think he's ready for it. All right. I know Chris Rodriguez led us in rushing last game, but outside of that one big run he had 6 carries for 11 yards. I've always said that I don't think Chris Rodriguez is a lead back. He's a good guy to bring in and just let him run the ball between the tackles and give your guys a breather. But Bill is the guy. So Corey Krosky-Merritt is the guy. So that's what I'm looking for here. And that's my matchup to watch. I want to see us run the ball. If we can't pull up 200 plus yards rushing against these guys, something's happening that isn't working for us. But I would love for us to just rack up the yards on that. Now,
I like to see Jayden pass like 25
we're
times.
Gonna come back to over-unders because I got some stuff on that. Now, Commanders win if Dev.
I think if Jayden passes the ball 25 times or less, if he throws in the 50s, I think we lose. But if he throws 24 times or less, that means our running game is popping, and we ain't turning the ball over. You know, I think that's the case. Ball control offense, keep the ball on the ground as much as possible. Run on first and second and third down every now and then, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not just run one down, and if you don't get 1 or 2 yards on it, just start chucking it. You know, it seems like what we tend to do.
Yeah, we don't get that a decent amount on first down. It's pass. I mean, look, it's realistically, this is a good game to do it. You got a quarterback who's coming back off an injury. It's kept them out for 2 weeks. And you're playing a team that is great at defending the pass, and you're shorthanded at receiver, but they're lower third of the league in defending the run. And you've shown an ability to run the ball with multiple running backs. And you have one that's ready to break out. Why, force it when, Jayden get back, just toss and pitch and all that. And
I'm just going on history. History has told me they're going to pass that fucking ball 45 times.
History says that, but it seems like that's Cliff's thing. If Cliff gets down 10 points, the run is gone. So let's just let's just ball control. We did this last year, right?
We don't score first drive.
Run and short passing game, right? Rhythm passing. You get Jayden into a rhythm with that too. I don't think we need to be taking deep shots, especially with these guys. But if we can get, if we can work the slants and the short crosses and the drags and all that with Zach Ertz, I expect Zach Ertz will probably lead us in receiving this game.
I think it'll.
If you do pass Jayden, look for Luke McCaffrey.
This might be a Senate game, man. Senate game.
Bates is back, which is good.
But we might go. We might go 3 tight ends.
How I would.
Yeah.
All 3 of them can catch the ball. So you can run
play. Before I put Yankoff out there too with him, or Trent Scott, like we like to do.
And we can do a lot of different things and really mess with them. Why not? run, power eye. Help put Yankoff. But Yankoff, or actually Sennett's done this a lot, and so is Bates. Put him at H-back.
Yeah.
Basically make him a fullback.
Put Trent out there at the other tight end.
I would be like, no, we're going to play old school, high school running game football until you stop us, and then we'll throw a couple passes out of those formations just to mess with you. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. So yes, Troy's going through the injury report a little later than we did. Yeah, Khalil Mack is out for the Chargers. Yes, Becton's concussion was limited. We covered that earlier. Rivers Reese, haven't seen you in a good hot minute. Says agree, run the damn rock. It's the only thing we look at doing right now. And he says, "Did we know John Bates is back this weekend?" John Bates has been a full participant at practice all week, so I assume he'll be back.
Yeah.
So that's that. Now, you say Commanders win if Jayden has to throw 25 times or less.
Yeah.
I say Commanders win if we. I'm gonna throw out a different number. If we run the ball 30 times or more, that does include some design stuff for Jayden if he's mobile.
You counting Jayden's runs in that?
I mean, I would limit Jayden's runs, but I would do one or two just to
I wouldn't play him if he can't run because I think our chances of winning this game are greater with Jayden out there. But I don't feel bad if Mariota had to play. If he can't be Jayden Daniels, I would play Mariota personally.
So, and then Troy Evans says if we win, it's because defense steps up and Jayden's back this weekend. You know, which we did cover that. Yeah, Jayden is back.
Yeah, we need playoff Jayden.
I do believe that. And see, here's the thing: I bring up 30+ runs because that means you're eating up clock, time of possession. They have an offense that does not necessarily score points, but they move the ball a lot. They get a lot of yards. They just don't get a lot of points. Their red zone conversion is terrible. So you want to limit the amount of times they have the ball because it's going. If you're going to play bend but don't break against a team that cannot get into the end zone, that's fine. Don't give them as many opportunities as possible to get into the end zone.
Right.
Facts. So that's going to be the key. And there's so many questions with our passing game that you might as well run the ball anyway. So that's Commanders win if predictions. Dev, what's your prediction for this game?
I got us losing by 4. I'm going to go 17 to 21.
17-21. So you think Chargers win 17-21?
Yeah, I think it's a game we can win though. I think that they have enough shortcomings where we can take advantage of it. If we can just Jayden doesn't turn it over. That's his that's his thing. He doesn't turn it over. You know what I'm saying? So even if he doesn't have a bad game, if he doesn't have a great game, he never really has a bad one. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I think if we just run the ball, man, and even when it's not working, keep running it. Don't give up on the run. I think we can beat them. I think we can keep away with the ball. And I think we can score on our trips, man. Especially if Derwin James isn't playing.
See, and I've been going back and forth.
They don't seal the edge well with that Khalil Mack, bro. I think that's going to be their downfall.
I've been going back and forth all week on this because of and the only reason I'm doing that is because the Chargers have a better record than us. They're not in a good position. They have a lot of key guys out on offense. Mm-hmm. On offense, that already struggles to convert yards into points.
Right.
But our defense is struggling. So I think it's going to be an interesting game. Now, I will say this. The line right now is Chargers 1.5. So, and it's going to be in LA. So realistically, that's the interesting thing. Chargers 1.5 going to OddsShark. That's interesting because home team gets a 3-point advantage. So realistically, that's almost us by 2.5 on a neutral site. So obviously, the Chargers' injuries are making Vegas feel a little nervous about going with the Chargers in this game. And I would tend to agree. So it's going to be, you got opening odds. It says us by 1.5.
They got us winning.
No, that's sorry. That's right. Chargers by 1.5. Over under is 48. This is going to be a struggle. I'm going to say take Washington, but take the under. 22-20. I'm sorry. 24-22 us. I think it's going to come right down to the wire. But I'm going to give us the edge on this only because all of our key injuries are related to the passing game. We can still run the ball very effectively. Our offensive line is still going to be the same offensive line that's allowed us to run pretty well. We had the second best rushing attack in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Use it. 24-22 Washington. That's what I'm saying. So us by 2. Steve put in the chat. He's predicting 29-24 Chargers. Marcus Edlin sitting along with what I'm at. He says 24-21 Washington. Chat, put your predictions up in there. Tell us what you think your the prediction's going to be. If you hit nail on the head, we'll have a prize for you. We still haven't figured that one out yet. But nonetheless, let's actually talk some of the prop bets here. So we got over-unders, and I've got some. So we're going to talk passing yards. Over-under, Jayden Daniels, 222 passing yards. Dev?
I'll give it to him. Over.
They'll be over? Without?
220?
222. I can hear you struggling on this one.
I'm gonna go over.
Troy Evans says Commanders win 25-22. Matt Gay game-winning field goal. Look at you. You're on the train. Rivers Reese says under on the passing yards. I'd take the under too because we got to run the ball. Justin Herbert, 255.
Over. I'm hoping that we are under on the first one, by the way. I just think we are. I think Cliff will go out there and throw 50 fucking times if we're losing.
Very possible, but we'll see. Receiving yards. Now, there's some interesting stuff here. For Washington, they got everybody listed on here. For Washington, Zach Ertz, 35.5. Oh, sorry, 33.5 yards.
Over. I go over on that.
I would say over as well.
Well, they got McCaffrey yet.
You know what? They don't. Oh, let me see more here. Oh, here we go. Luke McCaffrey. 17.8.
Over.
I think that's a safe one. Deebo Samuel, 46.5.
Not gonna play.
Oh, he's not out.
He's traveling too. I forgot. He is traveling.
Yeah, he's gonna be more of a game time decision.
If he plays, I'm going over. Only because I said that Jayden will get over 220 yards. So I'm going to say over on this.
Jalen Lane, 11.5.
Over. That'd be one catch. He don't catch none of that, does he?
No, he's only, yeah. I mean, Jalen Lane has had a whole 5 catches for 29 yards this season.
Oh, hell.
So Luke's got 6 for 96. So that's why I'm like, oh, Luke might be that guy. Deebo's definitely leading the team receiving. Terry, of course, missed, a game and a third. Yeah. River says over on Ertz. And let's see here. Going down here. Now.
What's the defense ones?
Well, hold on. I got the Chargers receiving the receiving lines. Keenan Allen, 52.8.
Under.
You think it'll be under 52?
Yeah, it's possession guy. Yeah, I don't know. Them seams look kind of stupid. So I'm gonna still go under though.
Quentin Johnston, 58.6.
Over.
And Lad McConkey, 47. Well, let's just say 48.
Over.
Yeah, because their tight end stuff is crazy low. They even got Noah Brown here. Noah Brown's out. That Noah Brown prediction didn't look good, by the way.
What's the running?
That's where I'm switching to right now. I've never used this site before, so I'm rushing yards. I'm using Odd Shark.
Oh.
All right,
FanDuel, they got 3.5-point favorites in FanDuel.
Rushing yards for Washington. Jayden Daniels, 32.5.
Over.
It'll be over. I actually think it's gonna be under because I think he's not gonna be dropping back a lot. That's just me. But okay.
They call runs too.
True. I'm gonna go take the safe one and say under. Chris Rodriguez, 18. $18 yards for Chris Rodriguez.
Damn. He was one of them big dumb ones. Him or two of the three always usually take off about a big one.
So you think he's gonna be over?
I'm gonna go under on this one.
Right.
Again, I think we make a mistake by passing too much.
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, 27.
I'm gonna go over on him.
I'm going way over on that one.
I think he gets a long one.
Deebo Samuel's only projected for 6.
6 yards. 6 yards. Over.
Yeah, he may or may not play. Let's see here. Chargers, the only one really to keep an eye on. Omarion Hampton. Jeez, they hate us. Over under 85.2.
Over.
You think Omarion Hampton's going to go over 85 yards on this?
Yeah. I think they're not going to want to drop back those linemen out.
Possible, but those linemen also got a run block. But
yeah,
it's
easier. Yeah. Guys can get in the rhythm on runs if you keep running. That's why I never understood why we didn't do it.
Yeah,
2 games.
There's reasons over on Jayden Daniels runs. He can rip that in 2 runs. He can. I just don't know if he will. Rivers also says over for C-Rod. I think so too, just because 18 yards is so low.
Yeah, but dude's gonna play too. You don't realize that?
Dude, what?
McNichols, he's gonna play too. That's not.
Yeah.
Usually it's 2 of them that have really good games.
They have McNichols down for 8 yards.
Over.
You think? I think all of our running backs will be over.
Yeah. Hopefully, if we win, they will be.
Yeah. Marcus Stevens says he has a question for the chat. He thinks that Dan Quinn should be criticized for not putting Noah Brown on IR. He's wasting a roster spot. I would agree, but that puts him out for 4 games. And I think it's going to be 4 games. I think they thought Noah Brown would be back this week. I think that they thought that, and then it was one of those things where like, nah, he's not going to be good to go.
You know, Ronaldo did that
next week, and with Debo hurt, Terry hurt. I think it's one of those things where, you know, every week they got to reevaluate who's available and who's not.
All they do is bring up Robbie Chosen, anyways. I mean,
Robbie Chosen. Now, by the way, there's an interesting guy, right? Obviously, best years are behind him, but his numbers, he's got almost 400 career receptions.
Yeah, but all of it happened like 3 years ago.
His best season was in 2020. Had 95 receptions for 1,096 yards and 3 touchdowns.
That guy was gone with like his last name, bro.
Yeah. But I mean, with the Jets, he had 42 for 587, 63 for 941, 50 for 752, 52 for 779. Goes to Carolina, 95. Then he goes to Carolina, has 53 after that.
We should have
and after that, it falls off.
We should have grabbed Tate.
Well, I do think that he might. I don't know.
You might catch 2 or 3 balls ever. I mean, I guess. Whatever.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't expect him to do anything. But I mean, he's a 6'3", 185 receiver, so he's one of those guys. He's got that long body. So that's why I'm like, maybe. I'm not looking for anything out of him, but Rivers Reese says over for Bill. I say over for all the running backs.
I feel like if he plays. If he plays, then we're already at the point of no return.
True, probably the case. So, with that being said, we're gonna wind this one down as soon as I hit this music. Howdy. What's good in your life? You got some positivity? You got something good happening for you?
Man, I'm
now's
hearing
a good
that
time.
The 3-Eye Atlas might hit Mars. Other than that, I don't know, man.
You got something coming up on Monday?
Yeah, well, it's my wife's birthday. I will not be here, so I'll be taking her out for margaritas on her birthday. Other than that,
by the way, Dev's wife, fun person to party with.
She is partyful. Not in a Cassie kind of way. I want to clear that up for everybody.
Yeah, let's clear that up right now. That's not what I mean.
Yeah, not in the upside down pineapple way. We're not in that kind of way.
No, she's not putting the pineapple sign on the cruise ship door.
Yeah,
but good people. Happy birthday to you, Andrea. Make sure Dev takes you out somewhere nice, since he's gonna be missing the pod on Monday.
A Mexican restaurant.
Are you going to that joint you went with Rod?
No, that's Novo. Man, I would like to go to Novo, man, but I think all the adult kids are going, and I'm not paying for them motherfuckers. So something's going to shake. You know what I'm saying? It's also my son's birthday too. So we'll all be going out together. He will be 23, I think. I don't want to lie, but yeah, he'll be 23, so he'll be there too. So my oldest son and my wife's birthday is the same day, so that's why I won't be here. Not just my wife.
Nice. Well, happy birthday to both of them. Me, it's kind of quiet over in my quiet hills of the Shenandoah Valley. Is what it is. Chad, if you got anything positive to add about your life.
Is ICE running around your street? Keep your Palestinian ass in the house, man.
No, they ain't looking for me. My papers are legit. I got a passport that says I can be here, baby.
If you want to know where Steve is, that's where he's at. ICE got him. Yeah, we didn't want to tell you. Heard it here.
Here's the crazy thing. I do have dual citizenship. Oh, right?
Not anymore.
So, you would think that would cause you problems, but
not after this episode. You see him jumping the whole apartment complex in Chicago today?
Oh
shit.
Took them all down?
And the whole apartment complex. I think they said it was Venezuelan gang members in there, but I think they got one out of. I don't know. It's some weird shit. Like they arrested 40 people. I think one of them was a.
I know it sounds crazy, but that does happen. I don't know if what we're doing is the answer.
Nah, they had everybody in the apartment complex detained, even kids, zip tied. It's wild in like a black projects neighborhood.
You ever seen kids in the projects?
Bad look, bro. They had kids, women running outside in the middle at like 2-3 in the morning. Bad look. Took everybody in the whole project complex out and zip tied them.
Thing is, ice has existed for decades. It ain't like they're a new thing. Yeah, but I get it. I understand. Like I said, could there be a better way to handle things? Maybe. But are there things that need to be handled? Yes.
Yeah. Well, this ain't a political show, anyways. We're here to talk fucking football, fuck politics, bro. Fuck it in the ass. We don't care.
That's why we do this. That's why I'm just saying. You know, I'm not here to talk about what I think the answers are. I'm just here to say it is what it is.
That's what happened.
But that's why I watch sports, is because I want to get away from all that stuff that I got to deal with 6.5 days of the week.
Is our next game overseas?
So our schedule coming up, I have that right here. Our next game, after the Chargers, is Monday against the Chicago Bears.
That's gonna be a big week. We gotta get Chicago
Our
Bears.
overseas game is on Sunday, November 16th, right before our
Thanksgiving.
No, we have Thanksgiving as our bye week. Oh, hold on, no. What the hell day is Thanksgiving on this year?
14th, right? Am I tripping? It's always the 14th.
No, it's the 4th Thursday of the month. The 27th. All right. So
it's like the second Thursday.
Look that up, Deb. It's the 4th.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Nah. Hold on.
Look it up, Dev.
I'm trying to see when Thanksgiving is. I'm tripping. My calendar don't say.
27th of November.
It's messed up.
Anyway, which we are actually off the week before. So the Sunday after Thanksgiving, we play the Broncos. And that's a Sunday night game. So we have a Monday night game against the Bears after this Chargers game. Then we go to Dallas. Then we play on Monday night the Chiefs in Kansas City. And then we have a Sunday night game after that against the Seahawks. We're going on long prime time. After this Chargers game, three of the four games we got coming up after the Chargers are primetime games. Then we play the Lions at 4:00 game, and then Miami overseas. So we're gonna be playing a lot of night games, and then suddenly we gotta do this 9:30 a.m. stuff. And then after that, the Broncos at 8:20 at night. So it's going to be interesting times. A lot of prime time action for us. So yeah, we got that going on. But anyway, right now focus should be Chargers and Chargers only. Every week should be focused on like the Super Bowl until you get right. Until you get right.
Get it right. Get it tight. Get it right. Ice Cube.
Hey, what? Yeah.
Ice Cube. I listened to Ice Cube today.
And Bubba Sparks.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna close with the stream today. Steve, hope things get all situated on your end so we can see you on Monday. Dev, enjoy yourself on Monday. Chat, y'all have a great rest of the week. Here's to hoping for the big dub on Sunday, and we will see you here Monday, same later than 8:35 time, same Command This channel. Peace. Hail. We out.